friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you wait for them to ask you who you. Please don't make any sudden. Why'd you come? You knew you should have. You don't know the half of the truth. Tried to warn you just to stay away. Just to stay away. Welcome to the room of people who are dreams of people that they love one day. Docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades. You love another psychopath sitting next to you. You love another murderer sitting next to you. You think gonna get here sitting next to you. And after all I've said, please don't forget.
What is up on this fine Friday afternoon? I hope everyone is having an amazing day so far. The weather is freaking beautiful here. I don't even want to be in here doing this, but you know, some things have to be done. So we're going to do it. It's been an eventful day, you guys. I don't know. Nick had an amazing live. That was great. I encourage everyone to go check out Andrea Knows. I just love when people with some intelligence speak up. Let me say hello. Unfollowed. You are always ready. My favorite little sidekick. Swedish Sugar, welcome. You guys, I know all your little membership thingamajigs are gone. I had to, do the whole upload your ID to verify and all that crap. Well, my expiration date, they couldn't read it. So I had to go get a duplicate, and I'll do that Monday morning, and everything should be good to go by that afternoon or that evening. But if you guys want to throw me some money for the weekend, you can always hit me up on Cash App. I won't cry. Sally, hello. Amy, no patience. Tiny T, L. Kennedy. Nick, have fun at the DMV. It's like the bane of my existence. Lickety, I hope you got a lot of rest. Out of pocket. Hello, Angel Eyes. Libster, Hazy. Princess Ice. MS. Chica, hello. Make sure I got everyone. Yes, we are all heathens. Andrew played that little crappy garage, I don't even know. It was bad. It was so bad and distorted. And, drum and bass is always the way to go. Bonkers, hello, taste the rainbow. Ash. Oh my gosh, Ash, I have a picture I have to send to you, and you're going to laugh. I got reminded of it in Nick's chat earlier. I just have to go through and find it. Hello, Libs. I think I got everyone. If I missed anyone, it's not personal. So, yeah, lots of stuff going on. And I'm just going to start out by saying this. I'm going to be walking a fine line today. It's usually a line I never even approach personally, but it's kind of unavoidable in this instance because of just everything that has snowballed and turned into such a clusterfuck. But what we're not going to do here, and I need everyone's cooperation with this, we're not going to be addressing or talking about anyone's children in the chat. I'm not going to be talking about anyone's children either, because that's just not my thing. But I will be referencing some parenting and giving my opinion. But let that responsibility fall on me and not any of you guys in the chat. That way, if anything is said that is out of line, I'll take the heat for it. It all falls on me, and everyone else is in the clear. Because it has gotten out of control. A lot of people probably think, well, nobody cared about the kid's situation until it happened to them. I've seen all the little snickers and the haha, I love this for them. Well, let me tell you something. I didn't love it for all of you when you were going through it. Not one of you. Whether I like you or not, I didn't love it for you. I wasn't laughing about it. I think it's dirty. And I think that we are very close to finding out who actually made the phone call in question. And everyone knows what phone call I'm talking about. And I'm going to tell you why I think that, like why I think it's lips. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Because around the time that all of that blew up and it came out that that phone call was even made, she started acting really funny. And just her demeanor changed, her presence in the chat changed. She just started getting a little shady. You could tell she was kind of starting to separate herself a little bit, but that was only in like the public eye, because even though she wasn't actively participating in the main chat, this psycho bitch was going behind the scenes, behind everyone's back, and just, you know how she does. We've seen it. She's been that way since day one of coming to YouTube, and now she has just gathered this little merry band of idiots. And they seem to think that, well, I mean, Andrew said it last night. He's untouchable. Please. Do you know what it means when someone tells you they're untouchable? When someone tells you that they're untouchable, what they're really doing is trying to hide their insecurities. They have to build themselves up in their mind. And when you have someone who is stunted in their growth, physically, honestly, and definitely mentally, emotionally, we have a man who is stuck in this, like, how do we know? It's this, like, this adolescent phase of life where anarchy is the way to go and screw society. I'm the toughest person around. You should have left that shit back in middle school. Because the real world is not like that, Betty. But you wouldn't know, because all of you fine, hardworking taxpayers in the state of New York support this man's family. I mean, he obviously doesn't work, right? He gets up and hops on YouTube every morning for meds and coffee and chit chat or whatever. It's sick. And he's done this whole, him and Lips have gotten together and did this whole little dark web thing. Do I really think that these idiots are that tech savvy? Hell no. Do I think that they know scumbags who probably frequent the dark web and look at all kinds of weirdo shit? Absolutely. But aside from them actually knowing what to do or how to do it or knowing the people, I'll be damned if my children are going to be used for your shock and awe. It's sad enough that, Andrew, you came to YouTube to make money off your own child's back. We're going to rewind it a little bit. That one guy, go freaking shoot up or something. You're just a troll. Nothing you say matters. You're not going to bother me. So you can put your little ice cubes, and I can guarantee you I'm probably more sober than you ever have been in your entire life. So you can sit in the chat and you can be a dick, or you can fuck off. That's your two choices. Whether or not they actually know the people to do it, the fact that they don't see the issue with it. Andrew came to YouTube because his child happened to be one of the last people to see and be in the presence of a child who has now been missing for years. It's the same missing child that Lips built a channel on and did all kinds of shady stuff and got herself involved in a bunch of crap she didn't need to be involved in. Same situation. Not only did Andrew create a YouTube channel and try to make a name for himself on the back of his child, he tried to have his own child kidnapped, rumor has it, so that his child couldn't be questioned. He wanted to get him out of the area. He didn't want to put his kid through that. Just didn't care. So he decides, after not being in his son's life for a while, he's going to swoop in and save the day. Well, that all blew up in his face, right? They didn't let the child leave. He had a group of bikers try to come in and kidnap him. It was a whole fiasco. I don't know how many of those videos are still up about it. I know, like, in the peak of Summer's case, everyone was talking about it. He's obviously not worried about the well-being of any of his children. And it's unfortunate, because those children, that is all they know. And they're probably amazing kids. I'm sure all of our kids are amazing. But they're only going to take that so far when they see us. We model the behavior for them. And what I saw last night being modeled in front of all of our eyes, and someone just sitting there and saying, "It's okay. It's my house. I'm allowed to do whatever I want in my house." Buddy, you might want to go check some laws in your state. Let's do a little educational segment here. Pandrew, did you know that although marijuana is legal in some states, it is only at the state level? It is still illegal at the federal level. Did you also know that there was an amended bill passed? Let me show you. Let me show you your laws, Andrew. Let's see. Ah, 30 feet where children reside. That's what that says, Andrew. So when you're sitting there and you think that your curtains and you being in a different room or a door closed, which, let's be honest, what door are you going to close? Do you have any? Do you have any doors? Because I didn't see any. You're still not supposed to do it. You also cannot be smoking in the car. Even if the car is parked and turned off, you're not supposed to be smoking in it, especially with children. That's neither here nor there, though, right? You don't care. You don't care about your children. You even said you hate them. Hate my own kids. Send me to jail. Do you know how detrimental that is for your children to sit there and hear you talk like that? To call your daughter a dyke? Are you insane? Who does that? Is it for the shock and awe? Is it for the shock and awe that maybe one day when your child is a little bit older, she might look back on that and be embarrassed? Is it for the shock and awe that you are basically training your daughters to think that the way you treat women is acceptable? And that makes me sad. It really does. There was also a lot of talk from Andrew. He's so untouchable. No one will do anything to him. Send the police, send them all. You know what, buddy? There is so much that even though you might not ever spend one day in jail for any of this shit that you've pulled recently, I have enough to make yours and Lip's life extremely uncomfortable and inconvenient for the unforeseeable future. My number one rule is don't come for my kids. Lips, you know that about me. You can say anything you want about me. This is some sick shit, though. Andrew, your excuse of everybody knows that once you put something on the internet, you're at risk. No kidding. But that doesn't give you the right for shock and awe to sit there engaged in a conversation with trash bag about knowing people that can get mine kids pictures and another one of the Mean Girls family members pictures to the dark web, and you can walk it back and try to say they know I was talking about Kaz and Chasing's pictures. Hey, dumbass, that's not okay either. So let's take a look and break it down, because your theories and the way you think that your stupid little semantics are always going to get you out of everything, you're crazy. You're crazy. So in one breath, Andrew's saying anytime you put something on the internet, you're at risk because there are creeps out there who will then steal those pictures or take those pictures and do with them whatever they want. Yes, Andrew, you're one of those creeps. You are one of those creeps. The pictures that Lips had access to, I'm not talking about any that are on Facebook. Okay, forget that. That's a whole different situation, and that is a little bit harder to deal with. But, Lips, those pictures were from a private chat, and I know every single picture of my children that I ever put in there. And then you want to make a big game out of it and, put a message in that Discord server saying, hey, they want to send people to my house. How about I send pedos to theirs? Lips, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. No, it's not on me, Andrew. It's not on me, dummy. Your ignorance of the law will not help you. Lips, if anyone shows up to my house, I will first defend my home and my children, because it's all on me, right? I'm the defender. I will defend them to whatever extent needs to be done. And then after I'm done defending, I will then send your information to the victim's family so they can hit you with a wrongful death suit. Hey, Andrew, give it time. Let Andrew say whatever he's going to say in the chat. It'll come in handy. Lips knows that I have never done anything to her. I've never done anything to anyone when it involves their real lives or their children. I don't go after people's families. So, bitch, if you think that this is a tit for tat and you have a leg to stand on, I can guarantee you, you won't win. I'm not going to play these stupid ass little YouTube games with you because when it comes to my children, unlike the two of you, I will step the fuck up and do whatever is necessary to make sure they don't have to put up with bullshit from people like you. Hey, Tommy boy. The dark lord of whatever, you're nothing. Just because you watch some weird stuff on YouTube and you might read a couple of books and you think you're all hard and thuggish, you're just a weak little man who never grew up. And it's not all your fault. I am sure that you probably had a really twisted upbringing because there are some sexual deviants in your family. You yourself are a sexual deviant. So you want to explain again? Why don't you go live again, Andrew, and tell us about shock and awe and how it is all our fault. It's your friend Lips's fault. I feel bad for other teenagers or whoever that are growing up alongside certain people because you are breeding a generation of hate in your household. You are sending your children out into the world completely unequipped to deal with reality. You're not teaching them about consequences of their actions. You say, oh, I took their doors off the bedrooms because they have to learn consequences of their actions. You know what else helps? Sitting your children down and using their mistakes as teachable moments. But I bet you don't do that because you are more interested in being a buddy to your kids. You don't even like them, right? Why should you care if they're ready to face the real world when they're all grown up? You're teaching them that they don't have to follow rules. So why take their bedroom doors down? You don't expect them. It's not babying your kids. It's loving your kids enough to prepare them for everything that life will throw at them. That's what it is. It's loving your kids, but you don't even like them. You don't even like yourself. If you did, you wouldn't be doing what you do all day, every day. You guys literally wake up at the ass crack of dawn and you get on your little group calls and in your Discord and you set up these lives and do all this shady stuff and want to say you've had such a productive day. Did you ever walk to the store to get milk and eggs or whatever you needed for your family the other day? That's another thing. I've heard that he wanted people to foot the bill because his EBT was cut off. Why should we have to foot the bill? Why don't you wake up and do coffee, meds, and work? How about that? You could even find a cushy little work from home job and do that. But no, you think that the world is supposed to feel sorry for you and that you've had it so rough. I heard you last night. You don't know what I've been through in my life. Look, bitch boy, you don't know what any of us have been through in our lives. We've all been through something. You do work. It's not my business. Andrew, you are 37 years old. Maybe 38 by now. And it's not my business. Oh, jeez. This is the caliber that we're dealing with. Then, not only was he sitting there and like talking all over people last night. Oh my God, so obnoxious. But then his child jumped in too. But it's okay. He's not going to baby him. He's just going to teach him that they don't have to respect other adults or rules or consequences or moral turpitude or boundaries. You know, that's not what they learn about in that household. I bet you do love playing games. When are you going to grow up? See, the thing with Pandrew is if you don't catch him at the right time, he acts all squirrely and unruly and tough. But then if you find just the right person to talk to him at just the right time, he backs down a little bit. We all remember when Bird, and you know, I could take Bird or leave him, honestly. He did some dirty things to people that I care about. But I remember when Bird handed Andrew his ass and had that little boy cowered down, so afraid that his whole YouTube channel was about to be taken away. That's what's most important to him. I'm over here, you know, worried about protecting my kids. He's worried about losing a YouTube channel. We're not the same. Make that your business. The thing is, I really didn't even know Andrew until all this popped off. I've never had a conversation with him. I had only witnessed the summer stuff. Oh, yay, Queen Ashley. I'm so happy for you. But we've never interacted. He's just not in my orbit. He's not my kind of people. Lips isn't really my kind of people either, but I gave her a chance and she just proved herself to be the same shit stain that she was before. She's always had these problems with people because she's manipulative. She is a liar. She also has no self-worth and no boundaries. There's nothing moral about any of those people. Dippy, you know, I used to get along with her back when I was modding over at Benny Keys. She used to seem somewhat normal. But no, another mother is right there in the mix condoning this shit. No, he does not have a paternal bone. But you need to love your kids enough to teach them right from wrong according to laws of the real world. What if your kids don't want to grow up and be juggalos or whatever the fuck you call yourself? What if they just want to grow up and have a nice family and a nice job? Do you think you are putting all the elbow grease you have into making that happen for them? Because I have a feeling that you're just repeating the same cycles that you grew up in. Therefore, they will do the same. I don't think you know any better. I don't think you were taught any better. And that's sad because now you will have to reap what you sow. Because of family history. You just don't get it. You don't get it. This is like the perfect example. His responses to me are the perfect example that his mind, his brain capacity just cannot wrap itself. Like it's not sinking in. It's not about sugarcoating. What would your reaction be if, I mean, and be honest, this isn't the time to act like a badass, Andrew. What would your reaction be if some random dude you've never talked to on the internet said that they knew people to put your daughter's pictures where they need to go? You probably wouldn't care, right? You're not going to sugarcoat it for him. You're going to let him know there's evil people in the world. He is mentally stunted. Like, I don't even know enough about this clown to even really say a whole lot more about him. He has been putting himself on display. So, Andrew, when you're done doing that, I will do what I need to do. So, the clock is running according to you. Now, I might just get bored and just go ahead and get the ball rolling, but I'm going to give it a minute because you really are tripping all over yourself. And your ignorance of the law, like I said, is not going to help you. Oh my gosh, Andrew. Do you not understand that the pictures Lips was referring to, they weren't just posted on the internet, dumbass? You can explain all this to whoever you need to explain it to. Maybe your devices are clean. Maybe they are, but like I said, you keep fucking with my kids and I will make your life very uncomfortable and very inconvenient. Let's move on to Lips now, because I know a lot about her. I know your face doesn't care. It's okay. Go play, Andrew. Go play your video games. So Lips has really gotten herself into a situation that I think is probably pretty close to the tipping point of backfiring on her. Nick did a live earlier and played a video, which was very eye-opening. And then I know there's a clip out there saying that, there was that phone call made against a couple of other creators and a situation happened, and that's all I'm going to say about it. I will say this, though. If it does come out that Lips is the one that made that phone call, like me or not, I hope that you take it to the fullest extent to deal with her. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's fucked up. It was fucked up that for months and months and months, Nick was blamed. It's fucked up that someone has said that even if it comes out that it wasn't Nick that did it, there's no apology. Bitch, that says everything about you. It really does. But you have to live with that. You have to live with all that icky energy inside of you. We don't. You do. Yes, real men are out there working. And then there's you. So Lips made a community post yesterday saying that she had to go get all new devices. That is probably the dumbest thing you could announce, whether it's a joke or not. We have to throw that in there because these people like to slap a joke label on it and think it's okay. That is a very strange thing to post online coming on the heels of this. Andrew, thanks for your view, but I'm done with you. So there's no reason for you to be here anymore. And then Lips, there was also the Discord thing we've already talked about sending people to people's houses. Then she made a post about karma. Let's talk about that karma, Lips. You can make a little alphabetized list if you'd like of every instance where I had ever participated in any threats and any type of that nonsense. In case you don't know how to alphabetize, you start at A and just put everything in order all the way to Z. I doubt you'll get to C because there's just nothing. So your little tit for tat excuse isn't going to work. My hands are clean. Regardless of what any of you think about me, I'm guilty of one thing: talking a bunch of shit. That's all. Write it down for. I might need to get one of those charts like they put in kindergarten classrooms. Or you remember that show, The Letter People? I don't know. A lot of people might not remember that. When I was in kindergarten, we used to watch these shows called The Letter People, and it was like, T is for tall teeth. It's crazy. And then like S was Sally something. Yes, The Letter People. Oh my gosh. Come and meet the letter people. Team Trash Bag. So, Lips, you can keep rage posting on your community wall. That's always fun. They come in handy. And when you sit there and you talk about potentially knowing people who could potentially put pictures of people's families on the dark web, and then you make a post about needing all new devices and dumping hard drives, that is just all such a bad look when you put it all together. But hey, you'll get a chance to explain it. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just the two of you feeling so horrible about yourselves that you concoct this whole, I'm such a badass, I know people on the dark web. Because that's all you do is put on a front. Kind of like middle school kids do. Lips was trying to rationalize the other day. Oh my gosh. I was listening to a clip, an oldie but goodie, when Benny was telling Lips off. I have it posted. I think I wrote memories on it or something. But it's about the Jessie doll. And she was even trying to make excuses for that, saying, like, I was holding the doll. I was holding the wire or whatever for the doll's hand. Dude, it doesn't matter. Do you not understand that? You got a doll. It doesn't matter if it's a YouTube creator or a show or if they make t-shirts about the guy. It doesn't matter. You had your child and you were simulating masturbation in front of your child. And you sick fucks don't see anything wrong with that. What world are you living in? It's sad because this is the future generations. My kids had to grow up in that generation. Those are the people that when my kids are all grown and out there in the workforce and really making some money and paying in their taxes, that's who they're going to be supporting. Get your shit together. We're all a little nuts on this fucking YouTube, right? We all have our shit that we deal with. We've all been through our things in life. But why are you constantly at a battle within yourself to try to like be the biggest scumbag you could possibly be? I don't get it. And all you new people that are hanging out with Lips and you think that she's redeemed and she does no wrong, you just wait. I hope like hell that none of you have shared anything with her. Because she's just a gross bitch. She shits in her pants and has her child go get her clean underwear. This is the level that we're dealing with. And the fact that the two of them, especially Andrew, as the father of daughters, that just thrives off this and thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. Ugh. It's like, no wonder your life is the way it is. I mean, I've heard that he's like been in trouble for assaulting police officers. So there is no respect for any authority or rules. He's just like some lame old freaking. You remember those people from like high school that just, ugh, anarchy. What the fuck? Let's see. What else? Lips, what else can we say about you? You gonna fess up to making that phone call, Lips, or are you gonna just keep it going a little longer? Because I think everyone has pretty much resigned themselves to the fact that it was probably her. There's been too many people over the last couple of days that have been kind of hinting around. And Lips, honestly, when you left the Mean Girls, probably what you should have done is just kept your mouth shut for a little bit. But instead, you went around to like all these groups of people that you didn't like, right? Because you talked shit about all of them too. You didn't like them. But you decided you were going to cause problems. So you went trying to befriend all these people, thinking that everything wasn't going to eventually blow up in your face. Yes, Amy, imagine spending your entire birthday and the couple of days leading up to it sitting in the middle of your saggy ass mattress with your dirty sheets and your smoke stained walls, just rage posting all day. Like that's what your birthday consisted of. Just, you bitch. Gosh. I hope you at least got a fucking cake or something. You just sit up in the bed with like a ladle or something and eat a whole cake and a tub of ice cream. Cheaping it up while your kids are walking around you. 30 feet, Andrew. 30 feet. That's the distance between you and your pot in the state of New York. Eek. A bag of onions. Like she gets up super, like I get up super early too, but I get up and like go do yoga and then come back and, get people up and out the door. But she gets up and goes straight to her computer. And now she's run out of things to say, so she's only posting in emojis. I like those games though, those little like emoji games. She did one earlier and I was trying to figure out what it said. And the two things that I came up with was, hi, your foot's in your mouth, ha ha ha. Or, hi, let's high kick Lips and then laugh about it. That was the only two things I could come up with for her community post. So if anyone else has any ideas, I love those kind of games, like Mad Libs and stuff like that. The thing with Mad Libs is you have to have an expanded vocabulary. And like the bigger nouns and verbs that you can use that just don't make any sense whatsoever, the funnier it is. Is Pandrew spurging out in the chat still? So Andrew called me everything but my name the other day. It was great. I don't think that I've ever in my entire life been called that many like derogatory names at one time. The thing is, Andrew, is you're gonna have to do better than that. Your names don't bother me. Is Stink in the chat? Andrew, are you stinking at the chat? Lips is more than welcome to come and take a link if she would like to come chat. Andrew, you're not allowed because you're an idiot. Lips is an idiot too. But the thing is with Lips is I know that she won't take a link. Lips is incapable of having a productive adult conversation. she's just incapable. That's why she's no longer, well, that was part of the reason. I mean, the reason why she's not in the Mean Girls is her own actions, right? Because she's a shady bitch and she ran. And her thing is she likes to be the first to tell everything. I got to be the first. Blah, blah, blah. And then she went and she told everyone what she wasn't supposed to tell. And then she told people that she accidentally told people. But then she deleted the messages before people could actually find out that she's actually the one that told. And then she tried to play it off and act like it wasn't her. Yeah, that's what happens. When you do shady stuff, then you got to do more shady stuff to try to cover it up. And you have more than two brain cells to be able to keep track of all the shady things that you have to say in order to keep your shady stuff under wraps. Hey, Izzy, Spectral. Oh, he blocked all the mods. I don't see him. He's just a stupid boy. He's just a little boy. There's also that pesky little rule or law about international threats. See, Kaz is in another country. So when you start doing like internet threats and things like that, even if you want to call it a joke, yeah, it gets pretty tricky. You should really, Andrew, spend some time studying up on that stuff. Because maybe you just haven't tangled with the right people yet. Maybe that's why you've been able to talk your way out of everything. And hey, I'm not saying that I'm going to be the one that puts you away forever. I know that's not going to happen. But you're not going to fuck with my kids. And Lips, you're not going to fuck with my kids either. See, I won't in turn fuck with your kids, but I will in turn try to force someone's hand at kicking you both in the ass and telling you to get your shit together for the benefit of your kids. I'll do that. Yeah, I haven't been able to see Lips for a month. Hey, Todd. Oh, I do want to let everyone know there was some confusion last night about the Mystery Kim. Mystery Kim. It's not our Kim. It's not a Mean Girls Kim. And I didn't put two and two together until someone started calling her out last night in Ernie's chat and called her by name. And the way she spelled it, like, bing, light bulb went off. And I'm like, hey, I know who that is. That's Kim Holmes. She used to go by her real name when she was on YouTube. So that's why I remembered it. And I mean, I'm 99.99% sure that it's her because when I questioned it, it wasn't denied. And there may be another Kim out there that spells their name that way. It's just kind of funny. So, hi, Kim. But yeah, it's not our Kim. Our Kim is good. I don't think it would be that one. No, not maple syrup. I don't think that Kim maple syrup. Like, no, I think she's too soft-hearted to be friends with someone like Lips. Ugh. So Lips' rage poster. Hold on. I have a surprise. I heard this morning. I was listening to the replay, and oh my God, I was dying. Let me find it. Oh, it wouldn't let me do it. Never mind. I'll have it for next time. Shit. 3 rages already? Hot damn. I love it when they do the work for me. I mean, it can be all directed directly to me from here on out, and they can leave my kids out of it, but that ship's already sailed, right? The threat has already been made. Even Lips didn't know the difference between implied and direct. Okay, it's a lot different when you say, man, I want to send someone's pictures to some people who might know how to get them to go places. Versus, here's what we're going to do. You do this, and I'm going to do this. Or, yeah, we don't have to do it today. We don't have to do it tomorrow, but it's going to happen. Semantics. Silly semantics. Addie girl, I will email you, but I am going to need you to get those bangs DoorDash to me. Did you guys know Alani has a new flavor out? It's like gingerbread latte buzz or something like that. I don't like gingerbread, but I like Alani, so I'm going to give it a whirl, and I will let you know. Then they have some like other cranberry holiday flavor. Yes, she admits that she knows pedos who traffic in children, pictures, and locations. She probably met some pretty scummy characters when she was sticking her nose and messing up things in Summer's case. This is also the chick that says she was sitting on information that would just blow the case right out of the water, but she wasn't going to do anything with it. 2 bangs should do, and just no cotton candy flavor. Those taste like shit. Yeah, gingerbread is bleh. I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin spice either. Sally, I love Alani. I use the Alani pre-workout, and I like drink like the Alani energy drinks, but the Hawaiian shaved ice is my favorite. Red Bull. Have you tried the new Red Bull, the like yellow and red one? See, I don't like Red Bull, Monsters, all that stuff. I don't like it because it has that funky medicine-y taste. Ugh. Like, I take enough supplements between creatine and protein and it's just all this stuff. Like, I don't want to drink something and then have like a supplement aftertaste in my mouth. I've just never. But the Alani, it's like carbonated yumminess, and it doesn't have a lot of extra stuff in it. The ingredients are very streamlined, and it is just enough. Like, honestly, caffeine just doesn't do that much for me. I don't know. Like, I like to drink the Alani for the taste of it, and then I might feel a little energetic, but yeah, I don't like. Ugh. Mm-mm. I would rather just drink water all day, every day. I love water. Pink blush. Is that what it is? Oh, yes. The one that tastes like a Starburst. Yeah, I love that one. And the blue one is good too. Oh my gosh, we're so off topic. I don't know. I really don't. What else is there to say about Lips and Andrew, honestly? They're assholes. They're scumbags. They fucked up. Lips, I totally think you're the one that made that phone call, and I cannot wait for it to come out. And Lisa K, if that is the information that you are sitting on that you said would make Nick so happy, fuck you for not saying it. This shit could have been settled months ago. You don't sit on shit like that. Regardless of who it is, if all that shit went down exactly the way they said it did, and you're sitting on who you know made that call and put them through that, fuck you. You're a bitch. You're a bitch, Lisa K. You don't sit there and dangle that kind of shit knowing that someone else has been being blamed for it for months, and knowing that those parents might want to prosecute that woman who shits herself. Maybe it's not Lips that did it. I just really think it is. And I'm not the only person. Because it's not out of the scope of reality that she would do something like that and try to blame it on Nick. This bitch thought she had this whole mastermind thing going on with the freaking Mean Girls chat. I'm just going to sit out here and collect all this information. What kind of twisted fuck does that? Do you not have anything else going on in your life that you're just going to wake up from the ass crack of dawn until the sun goes down at night, sitting there just grabbing screenshots and recordings to the point that you need extra storage? It's probably you, Andrew. It wasn't Nick. So if Lips knows who it is, then fuck her for not telling the parents. But Lisa K seems to know, so we'll find out. Someone's going to let it slip because the shit is just getting too rocky. In case you haven't noticed, shit is unstable and it's all about to blow up. But people like me who don't get involved in the bullshit don't have anything to worry about. People like you and Lips, Andrew, probably have a little bit to worry about. Yeah, like what the hell? They're just synced up in every way. I bet Andrew gets his period the same time Lips does too. They both all of a sudden need new hard drives and stuff. No, BK, I always say ass crack of dawn. I have some sayings. You just don't even know. There's no telling what's going to come flying out of my mouth sometimes. What I said something yesterday in the store, and the people looked at me like I was crazy. And it's common, like, oh, meaner than snake shit. I said that yesterday, and people looked at me like I was an alien. What's another one? Oh, colder than a witch's tit. I like that one too. Yeah, money for hard drives, but no money for food. Lips has money to go out and buy all new devices, but she wanted Mark Terry, who is on, limited. He's not, a millionaire. I don't know his financial situation, but he's not loaded. But she's going to go suck up and try to manipulate him into buying her all this shit. None of them fuckers have money. Are you kidding? Wonton. I don't like wontons. I have a book that explains wanton. It's in my criminal law book. I'll be glad to ship it to anyone who wants to read it. Oh my gosh, Ernie's here. Ernie, someone bought a chip with my debit card, so I'm going to need you to send me all of your Cash App transactions on the fly so I can do the process of elimination and make sure it wasn't you that bought one singular chip. Yes, I have heard colder than a well digger's ass. Tits are great. No, we're not going to talk about tatas. Y'all can't like get me talking about tatas after I've just been sitting here reaming someone's ass about all this other stuff. Maybe I'll do a nighttime live. I had to do Harley Quinn Ernie because Andrew played that shitty version of Heathens on his channel earlier. And then he sat there dead air for like 10 minutes. He was all fired up, ready to go live for Coffee and Ned's and Mayhem. And all his cohorts were on a group call and they left him hanging. So we had to end that live and start another. But yeah, this song sucked. Bleh. Ernie, did you fall asleep last night or what? Everyone was like, where the fuck did he go? I do like 21 Pilots too. Don't tell anybody. Today, earlier this morning, I was watching American Pie while I was like cleaning the kitchen. And that stupid song wasn't a stupid song. I like the song, but you know, I've been singing it all morning. That song, Sway. Like, that's the only time you're going to know that song is if you've seen that movie. But, oh my gosh. So I had to find something else to listen to get that song out of my head. Well, shit. I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm sure I could come up with something. It's Friday. You know who I've really been listening to a lot lately? Mindless Self-Indulgence. I don't know why. I just got like wild hair up my ass to start listening to him again. Yep, it's a Friday night. It is a cheat night here. I cook I don't cook. Well, I cook myself lunch every day. But yeah, I cook every meal 6 days, 7 days a week, except Friday nights we eat out. Pics of me in gym attire. No. No, I don't. I don't take pics at the gym. I've done some like gym content on TikTok, but I took it all down because pervies were like, I started getting weird messages in my inbox. And yeah. I was lazy today, Amy. It was just like cloudy and bleh. I went and I did a little bit of Pilates and I did my leg workout, and then I came home and I just didn't do much. But yeah, I love going to the gym. It's probably one of the best decisions that I have ever made for myself. But you know, when you go through a lot of life changes all at once, it's like, why not? Why not start something new and productive that is going to be beneficial in the long run? See, I'm not one of those types like Lips or Andrew where if something goes wrong, I just fall apart and just decide to make it into an even bigger mess. No way. I'm all about turning that frown upside down and turning a negative into a positive. My most favoriteest. Hold on, Ernie, why do you need a picture in your next project? Were you making a calendar? A Mean Girls calendar? Nope. Leggings. Todd, believe it or not, yes, it has happened. It hadn't happened to me, but it's happened. But my favorite egg rolls, I've never had the Zaxby's egg rolls. Oh, Chili's, Southwest egg rolls. I don't eat a lot of fried stuff like that. But oh, holy hell, those are delish. Oh, El Kenny, you know what? We could do a Mean Girls yoga class. I would get on like a group call with you guys and do yoga with you. And if we don't do that, I can send you some videos because sometimes if it's like raining real hard or if it's super duper cold, like during the winter time, it's tough to want to get out and go to the gym to do yoga at 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I have videos for yoga and Pilates that I do at home for on the days that I don't feel like going to the gym. Yes. I love the sauce. Ma Fratelli. Oh, I know Chili's is starting to sound good. I could go for that. Some freaking Southwest egg rolls and a Diet Coke. Mm. And they have that avocado ranch. Fuck. I can't drink beer right now because I am on a cut. Yay, Maggie. I'm so excited for her. I'm excited for you, but also this is a freaking bittersweet day. Your baby's about to be driving on her own. Oh. See, Andrew, these are the things that normal parents, think of when it comes to their children. We savor these moments where they hit milestones and we can look at them and there's not a doubt in our mind that we've done a good job. You should try it sometime. Because I guarantee you that even though your kids like this now, they can do whatever they want. They don't have any rules. They're allowed to cuss. They're allowed to have their parent hand them a cigarette to give to their other parent, even though you're not supposed to do that, right? Got to be 21 to buy them at the store. I mean, do you have your child pass the blunt for you too? Probably. But it's those moments that really matter, Andrew. When you can look at your children and you know that you are sending well-rounded, productive people into society. And even though you'll never get a restful night's sleep as long as you're a parent, because there's always that lingering fear of the unknown. But knowing that you have raised them to be successful and mindful and empathetic and caring, then you know that even if you have not accomplished anything else in your life, you have accomplished that. You have done good and you have raised a child that you will forever be proud of. There will be a lot less likely that you're going to get a phone call in the middle of the night that you have to go bond them out of jail. But it's nice to be able to look at your children and know that you did that. I would not be happy with myself if I had to look at my kids. First, I'd be pissed off at my kids if they were making wrong decisions and just complete chaos in their life with zero respect for anything, including themselves. I would be disappointed with them. But I would also be disappointed in me because it's my responsibility to teach them the right way. But hey, they don't come with instruction booklets, and not all adults are equipped to successfully parent a child. It's not all about friendship and them thinking you're cool and all that. Be cool enough to have the right answers when they need them. Be cool enough for that. A mini pig or a pocket pig. Yep. That happened when I used to be a manager at a petting zoo because I love animals. Fun fact about me. And this woman was like, she said that her husband had passed away and she needed to get rid of all of her animals because she had to sell her farm. And she was trying to find zoos and sanctuaries that would take them. And she's like, these are mini pigs. You can sell them and you can make all kinds of money. Them big bastards, they grew so big. The little weenie dog that I have, she is 7 pounds now, and she's going to be full grown. Judah, the razor edge pit, the first line of defense at my house, is pushing 94 at his last weigh-in. He's a big bastard. But he's really tall. He has long legs. He's not a squatty pit like most of them. Full grown pig. Well, shit, you guys. I'm done. I think I'm done. What else is there to say? Lips and Andrew suck. Nobody's children or family members are for your shock and awe. If you want to shock and awe, use your own family. Or use each other's. How about that? You all roll like that. It's normal in your world, right? Lips keep rage posting. Andrew, brush your one tooth. Stop talking about my kids. Stop saying you're going to send their pictures somewhere. I'm tired. I don't know what I'm going to do. And we can hang out longer. It's fine by me. A big weenie, big old 7 pound weenie. And she is, she drives me nuts. Not gonna lie. She is spoiled. She is bougie, is all get out. This dog. And she doesn't know slow. Like with a Dachshund, there's no slow. Like they actually have it's called a weenie race. And it's coming up because they're so fast that I mean, her little 7 pound ass like drags me all over the place in the mornings when I take her out to walk. And she's like, can't focus on anything. She sees one thing over here and then she gets distracted and wants to run across the street. And yes, I am going to get some Southwest egg rolls tonight. I think I am. Penelope smells like syrup. I love pigs. They're so stinking cute. But they are kind of gross, too. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, let's just, everyone, keep your wits about you. Everyone quit fucking with everyone's kids. There's a thought. And lips, I can't wait. Can't wait till you get called out the next time, which will probably happen any moment, any day now, because you're always up to no good. Andrew, keep being a loser. You are on a losing streak. Keep that momentum going. Everyone else, have an amazing weekend. I'm sure I will see you guys around. Be safe out there because there are crazies all over the place. Heathens everywhere. Love you guys. Bye.